About our Father's business.
Crime mode.
Filled with His Holy Spirit.
That's a cheat code.
Holiness the standard.
We never fold.
We about to make a scene.
Episode.
About our Father's business.
Yo, we are back. Yes, we are back. We were back yesterday, but for everybody that wasn't here yesterday, we are back, officially back. Sorry for the delay, but we are, well, we're not sorry for the delay. Well, we did miss y'all, but we had a very good reason. But we are glad to be back with you again. This is for season 2 of the Not the Same Podcast, episode 58, hosted by this one word, C-Micah, and that one word over there, Mr. Rob Redeem. What's good, my people?
Yeah.
How y'all doing? Miss Reese, what's up, sis?
Miss Reese, what's going on?
Miss Dingle, what's up, sis?
Miss Dingle, what's popping? Like, hey man, hey, look, we this throwback, we back and we threw it back. You dig what I'm saying? We got the old clock. If y'all rock with the Not the Same Podcast 2 years ago when we first started this thing, this is what my backdrop looked like for the longest. And just like we did 2 years ago, guess what? A one word ain't got no batteries in this clock because don't nobody really come in this room. And I didn't realize it wasn't ticking. And you know who told me it wasn't ticking the first go round? Robert Davis Sr. You dig what I'm saying? Like, come on, son, you're making us look bad. It's Davis's. Well, I'm sorry, Pop. If you happen to pop in, guess what? It's gonna say that time for the whole hour. We own this joint. You dig what I'm saying? What's popping? What's up? It
is what it is. D, what's up, sis? Good to see you back. Good to see everyone back, man. Everybody who's watching, man. Before we even dig into it and go all into why we was missing for a couple of weeks, man, we need y'all to do something very exclusively important because we are literally exclusive on YouTube tonight as we are on every single Thursday night. We need you to do something very, very important as soon as it pops up on my, there we go. Number one, hit that like button if you're watching us on YouTube and subscribe if you have not subscribed to the Not the Same Podcast. Also hit that notification bell so you'll know when we are live. And you will be able to recognize when we are live every impromptu time. Because we may do some impromptu stuff every now and then. You know what I'm saying?
Every now and then.
You know what I mean? So
we also want to give a shout out. Let's get these shout outs real quick. I'm going to try to do it from the dome, bro. We want to give a shout out to Takeover, Praise 365 Radio, Life Show TV, 520 The Collective, our MTMV famo.
That's right.
His Top Podcast Radio and Podcast Network. I know I'm forgetting some 520 Collective. I think I said them. Look, I don't have my cheat sheet in front of me because I'm not in my studio with some stuff going on. If I forgot you, I'm going to tell you what every Christian say when the one word just forgot. Charge it to my head and not my heart. You dig what they always say.
Just deep for no reason. Ain't nobody, look, man, just say you forgot one word.
I forgot
wrong
one
with
word. You dig what I'm saying? Like, look, it's been a minute. We've been out for 2 weeks. I just, if I didn't say Parable Radio, I know. There you go. I think that's everybody. 520, Parable, Life, MTMV, His Hop. Praise 365. Yeah. I think that's everybody, man. The Takeover.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Salute to Takeover. Yes, sir.
Charge it to my head. There it is.
And if we miss you in your feelings, you know what we think about that? I mean, you be all right. I ain't got a button for it, but you be all right.
You be all right. We still love you. You know what I'm saying? We love you. We love you to life. Not to death. We love you to life. And
if you're really, really mad, me and Rob both just... You know, it's all right. All right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
That way. Crispy, what's up, bro? Good to see you. Rob trying to spiritualize his bad memory.
Hey, I ain't gonna even. Hey, Crispy, you didn't have to call me out on that, bro.
Right. Come on, Crispy. It's been a minute. Yeah, man, but once again, we were back yesterday. If you did not see the sports show, I know we did not announce. We didn't do a lot of promotions or whatever, but if you did not catch us last night, we're glad to be back tonight. I'll let Rob say what happened, man, but we are back. We are grateful to be back, and God has been good. We'll say it like that. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, for everybody, this is what I'll say. Hey, please keep my wife, Nikki, and my extended family, I don't say extended family, my father-in-law and everybody in your prayers. I lost my brother-in-law Let me tell you something, man. I'm an only child. I got two sisters, but from my mother, I'm an only child. You dig what I'm saying? And I don't have no brothers. I got two sisters, and I lost a friend, and it made. I'm gonna try to keep this one together. I lost a friend.
Yeah.
I lost a brother who never treated me like I was an in-law. You dig what I'm saying? Like my brother-in-law, man. We always like he never called me by my name. It was always brother-in-law. You know what I mean? And we joked. He bragged about me so much about this podcast, about sports, and we just always had a good time in those memories. And unfortunately, we lost him, you know, due to cancer. And I want to take this time and shout out my wife, man. Salute to Nikki because she was a soldier, man. Like I saw this woman and the strength that she showed as she took care of everything that she needed to take care of while grieving at the same time. So just to see that strength, man, like salute to you, Nikki. You know what I'm saying? A little bit salute to you. I definitely want to give her flowers because she proud of her, man. She held it down. She did everything she did while grieving and mourning all at the same time. So we're going to get past that because I don't want to get that little thug tear. I've been holding it in. When I have my moments, I'll be in the bathroom, you know what I'm saying, dropping the kids off at the pool when I have my moments. I don't want to have it on the show. Let's keep it going.
Well, rest in peace to your brother-in-law, a.k.a. Mr.
To my
Dollar
brother
Bill,
Anthony, man. Yeah, Dollar Bill.
Rest in peace,
man. Love you, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, man, let's go and get into what is good.
What's good?
Yeah.
Robert Dean, my brother from another mother, like my homie Larry Rogers on the west side. Some say it's the best side, but we dwell in the Midwest. But be careful if you're in St. Louis, on the west side of St. Louis. Tuck in your chain. Man, my brother, what is good?
Hey, look, man, proud father. Do you hear what I'm saying? If anybody follow me on social media, I want to give my flowers and salute to my son, Dominic. You dig what I'm saying? Dominic Davis. I call him Nick around these here pots. You know what I mean? He signed with the Christian Central Christian College Saints, man. And let me tell y'all why it's so important. My man chose a Christian college. So he can further get his Christian education. You know what I'm saying? We went down and we took a visit about 2 weeks ago, and they talked about the importance. Like, yeah, we know you want to play ball, but, you know, down here we're talking about discipleship, continuing to further your faith. We want to send you out into the world as a minister and be able to do what you do, as well as get your degree. So he want to go for psychology. The school is a Division II school, but they're hooked up with another school where he can get 2 degrees in psychology for the price of 1. And they offer my son a spot on the roster. Now, listen, he got an academic scholarship. This ain't even athletic. You dig what I'm saying? So sky's the limit for him because he got the spot. He signed his letter of intent. You know what I mean? We was right here. We got a chance to celebrate that right here on his pitches, right here at this seat. He's sitting in the middle where I'm at. And just a proud father, man. Like, you don't see that because Dominic, I love all my boys. And anybody who know me know I love my boys. Like no, jump stupid if you want to. You'll find out. Anyways,
quick.
My thing is Dominic was my son who went to every concert, every video shoot. See, know this. If I go out of town for a video shoot, he was right there. I called him my baby A&R. You dig what I'm saying? For the longest.
Cortez just said it. Yep.
Yeah. Cortez, no, he was in my video worth. Like Dominic has always been around that. When I shot my video for Diagnosed, he was the one holding my phone on the gimbal that I'm using right now for that. So when they say train your child up in the way they should go, and then you see, and now he's a young man, graduated from high school, and he chose to go to a Christian college to further his education and his faith. Yo, man, like it ain't about me. But what I will say is to see those values that I instilled in him and he's moving forward. No knock on none of my kids, but to see what he's trying to do and what he's doing, man, salute to Dominic. That's what's good with me, Steve. What's good with you, man?
First of all, man, this is also what's good with me is just to see that, man. I told you in a text, I was like, man, that got to be a proud father moment. You know, that your kid, you didn't say you need to go to this Christian school. He chose that on his own, man. And that means you're doing something right, bro. So salute to you. You know what I mean? Because I know you ain't perfect. One word, I know you ain't perfect. So I know it's the God in you. This is a pure fact that God is real because God is working in your children, man. You know what I mean? But nah, man, salute to you. Salute to Dominic, man. It's crazy. I said this a couple probably a month ago that it was crazy that when we hooped the last time, Dominic was like 5'8", little dude with some hair. And the last time I seen him, he's like 6'1". It's like within a year.
Yeah.
You know, my man shot up, tall.
Shot
He
up.
even got the graphics. You know what I'm saying? Got the artwork with the sign artwork, man. It's legit, man. So man, I'm very happy for your son, man, and it's just dope, bro. For real. That's dope, man.
Yeah.
For us seasoned brothers that's hoop fans, that's dope. I'll just say that.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying?
Doubt. No doubt.
The believer part of it is number one, obviously, but boy, number two, that hoop part, that's dope, bro. For real, man.
We all about education, but he about
Yeah,
to
yeah.
hoop. No, I'm just-
Know the Lord, but drop that dude off. You know what I'm saying? Cross him over too, and then pick him up and tell him about Jesus. Yeah, man. So that's what's good, man. But then, you know, what's good with me, man, is just I said this about a month ago, but I didn't really be clear. Me and my wife bought a home at the end of May, and we're remodeling it, and the process is going great. And seeing that
Hit that button,
process,
brother. Hit that button. Don't
yeah,
just skip past that. There we go.
that was a big deal, man, because Rob would tell you I was very anti-buying a home. Not that I was against it. It just I had one before. It didn't work out so well for me because I was young, 22, and wasn't ready for it. And I said I wouldn't buy another one until I was ready, and I feel like I was ready. And I would testify to this, that the process was, I never had nothing more simple as a process. I did everything on my phone. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they sent me something, hey, e-sign this, e-sign that. Went to the closing and was laughing and joking. It was never a tense moment, and I get it to the glory of God. You know what I'm saying? Also, you know, getting your credit right. That's very important. We talk about that a lot on this show, but it's very important, man, for people in our age demographic, and we wasn't raised that way. It's so key and so important, man. But yeah, I'm just grateful, man, seeing walls get knocked down and drywall getting put up. My brother doing it. You know, it's happening literally right now downstairs in his house. But the same
that's why I'm
thing,
not
getting
in my
drywall.
studio.
Yeah, getting drywall, getting put up, and getting my house ready, man. It's a blessing, man. So that's what's good with me. And lastly, man, to be back on, man. Hey, we missed 2 weeks, and trust me, we missed y'all. But family first.
Yeah, man, big
you feel
time.
me? You know what I'm saying? My brother was going through something, and it wouldn't be right for me to get up here by myself. You know, be like, yeah, he'll be all right. I got this. No, that's not how that works. That's not how that works.
Right on, bro. Right on,
and,
bro.
And Cortez, yes, you are right. My wife is a beast. Yes, she is. She is.
Oh,
Especially
yeah, no
in the
doubt.
mortgage business, she is a monster, and God has blessed her. All right, man. So let's go and get it.
Hey, hold on.
Go ahead, bro.
Just to piggyback off Cortez, just to show you how much a beast Crystal is, the house I'm in, you dig what I'm saying, and how we went about that. Like, we wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for Crystal's guidance, and same way for Ted, same way for C, and so many other people. So shout out to C-Micah, if this is what they call it. That's a stage name.
And let me get
Crystal Moore.
I want to give y'all a testimony, man. It's not to brag on me, but I want to brag, and not even to brag on my wife, but I want to brag on how awesome our God is, man. So people that stay in St. Louis, you recognize about getting an occupancy permit to stay in your house. Like, you can buy your house, but one word, you can't really move in till you get that permit, because they're gonna give you all these things you got to do to be in that particular district, whatever you call it, neighborhood, Florissant, Hazelwood, whatever, your municipality, you got to do these certain type of things, right? And we had a list longer than me and Rob standing next to each other tall, all kind of stuff. You know, that's one of the reasons why we was able to get the house, because the other people didn't want to do that. And the day we had got it all done, we found favor with someone that Crystal knew, back to my wife, that Crystal knew, that said, nah, because you helped me get my house, I'm going to help you handle all this. So we had that favor. They took care of all the problems that was with the occupancy permit for us to get it. So we ready to go. But, you know, you still nervous because you feel like everything is right. But, you know, some folks be coming in tripping. And right before the occupancy, whatever you call the guy, inspector. Pulled up. Yeah. Me and my wife held hands and prayed. And, you know, just something like, hey, Lord, you know, we trust you for your favor, trust you for your goodness. And we pray that everything works right, because we couldn't do no remodeling till we got that permit. You feel me? So the guy walks up to the front door, and, you know, he has this stern look, older white gentleman, and then he stops. And I'm not exaggerating. He stops, and he looks up like this, and he just looked at me and said, I'm going to go easy on y'all. You know, this man didn't walk in our basement at all. You know, he took the paper, he looked at the paper, and he checked everything off. He said, no, I'm passing y'all. Don't worry about it. Y'all good. And I was like, Jesus, favor. Yes, Lord. You know what I mean? Now, we had everything done, but he found something. He's like, and he was just looking, and I felt like, you know how God dealt with somebody, but they want to deal with you the way they want to used to deal with you, but God is just intervening, and he was looking like, yeah, I'm just gonna pass you. You know what I'm saying? And but that's just a little testimony, man, how God do, man. Like it's favor. Like we felt like we had everything done to the level that it needed to be done, but I wanted to point out that had nothing to do with me. Had nothing to do with Crystal. Now, getting in the house, that has something to do with Crystal. Getting in the house has something to do with Crystal. I'm giving Crystal all her props, right? That had nothing to do with her. It had nothing to do with me. It has something to do with the favor of God. You know what I'm saying? And God being upon us. Yeah. And we got a whole lot more testimonies I'll say later when we done. But, hey, God is good, man. So there it is. Anything else, brother? Because I don't like talking about myself. but I'm happy talking about the Lord, because the Lord did that thing, brother. He did that thing, and I'm grateful. Hallelujah.
When I think back over, no.
And all he's done for me, I can just, you know what I can do? I can just hold up.
Hold up. Hey.
Woo, yeah. All right, man. Now that look different. Hold on. What is going on? Why? What is happening?
I can't tell, brother. I'm on this little skeet screen. I can't see.
Nah, the funny part is like, don't worry about it. Anyway, this is our face segment. Question for today: how would you feel if your fiance asked you to sign a prenup, or your spouse? Because spouses, they can do it afterwards. But like, yeah, I want to do a prenup. So, how would you feel?
Post-prenup?
A post-prenup. Yes. How would you feel if your spouse or future spouse decided to ask you to get a prenup? Brother, how would you feel about that?
Man, you know what? I hate to say it, but in today's society,
Cortez,
man,
thank you, Lord, for letting C marry Crystal. Hey, you know what, Cortez? Facts.
Blessings on blessings.
Yeah, bless them. Anyway, go ahead, bro.
No, I would say this, man. With the way, how scanned folks are nowadays,
yeah,
you almost can't blame a person for wanting a prenup, because if a bigger bag come along, she dipping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And women, I'm not knocking women, because I get it.
Not
because same for men. If a younger stallion come along, he dipping for whatever the reason may be. Mm-hmm. And if you make more money the way society is, if you make more money now, all of a sudden you paying me alimony because I went, what's Miss Mac? What's going on? Because now you make more money than me. Say you're a 6-figure young lady. Mm-hmm. We get married. Mm-hmm. You asking me for a prenup, but for some reason, maybe you don't have the snatch body because old girl decided to go to Miami and Mexico to get snatched. You know what I'm saying? Things had dried up in our house, and now I'm focusing on this. I'm talking about nowadays.
Yes, sir.
I understand where the prenup come from, and then you're a dude. You know what I'm saying? You got this, then you get on hard times.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, baby girl gone because she chasing a bigger bag because she met another guy with higher figures and more influence.
Yeah.
And she decided to go that way. So I understand the prenup.
Yeah.
Will I ever do it? First of all, I'm Gucci. No, I'm not worried about a post prenup, a prenup, or anything like that. So yeah, man. I mean, hard subject in today's time. I get it, but old school, from where we come from, we seasoned vets out in these streets.
Yes, sir.
And on more ways than one.
Yeah.
What was I gonna sign a prenup? If anything, I would have had to sign it. All the child support I had on me, and I said that curse word on live on there. Go ahead.
You ain't lying.
From what you told me, yeah, man. Like, so when I got married, my wife was 21, I was 22. If I asked her to sign a prenup for what? I worked at a flower company. I was delivery driver for a flower company. You know what I'm saying? Now, honestly, Crystal has been blessed all her life. She's always been at jobs that paid decent amount of money. even in high school, she always been at those jobs. She's just that anointing is on her for business. You feel what I'm saying? And the anointing was on me just to work. So I was just like, hey, I like driving. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this is delivery driver job. So I was driving around delivering flowers. You know what I'm saying? It would keeping the bills at that point. So she could have asked me because I wasn't like big money. Now if it was now it'd be a different situation. But we ain't talking about now. We talking about when we got married. But nah, man, like
Light flex.
All right, man. So, but no, seriously, she could have definitely put that on me. You know what I'm saying? But we went in getting married with no backup plan. That was our goal, right? And we had our trials, man. Early marriage, first 5 years, brother, it was rough. You know what I mean? And I am the type that whether it was her fault or not, I always say it's my fault. I'm the man. I'm the leader. If the marriage didn't work and it wasn't about no infidelity, it's on me. That's how I feel as the leader of the house. And it was on me. I was a kid when it came to dealing with money, dealing with a woman, being a leader. You know, I didn't know nothing about being no leader, man. I knew about, just living. I was fresh out of college, hooping like your son was, all about and still was in hoop mind. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I got to hoop 3-4 times a week. I got to do this times a week. And you talking about, let's do this at the house. I don't want to do all this. My mind was different. I'm thinking about your son, Dominic. Was like, man, I got this job, but no, I want to play in this league. It went up. That's where my mind was as a young man because the ball was important. I don't care if I went in the league. I was going to be hooping. It was important,
Right,
right. And many other things. My rap career was starting at that time and made some dumb decisions. I wanted to be where I was, or I wanted to be at the maturity level as I am now at the beginning without the money to back it. That didn't work out. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think my wife probably could have gave me a prenup, and I wouldn't agree to it, though. I think it would have been worth it being in her position, in the position I was at that time. I wouldn't agree to it because I feel like if you can't trust me now, why you going to trust me later? We won. Either we won or we ain't won. That's what I feel about marriage. But I can get it in these times now. And the way people be acting, if I was on the dating scene now and if I was at the level where I'm at now, and God forbid this would never happen, and me and my wife ended, and I was out here dating, like I wouldn't trust nobody. Jesus gonna have to come through there and be like, yeah, that's for you, see. I wouldn't trust now one of you helpers. Not calling everybody helpers, but I'm just saying, I wouldn't trust none of them. You know what I'm saying? Because I'd be like, the best one I ever had, we didn't work out. So who's better? That's probably how I would feel. Yeah. It would take me a long time to even try to talk to somebody, and it wouldn't be nothing serious. I couldn't see it like that. But anyway, let's go to the chat, man, because a lot of people talking, and I've just been bumping my guns. All right, Miss Reese. I know, I'm just saying it out. Miss Reese said, fiance, okay, cool, but after marriage, divorce after that, basically, if you ask me, for it after we married. Ms. Dingle says, I'm okay with it as long as the prenup works both ways. Cool. All right. And D says, I'm with you, Ms. Dingle. Okay. And then D says, your credit better be good before you talk about a prenup. D? Exactly. On God.
She ain't lying.
She ain't lying. That's right. Cortez says, well, me and my wife built everything together. I didn't have anything to protect. Hey, me too. I'm like that. Well,
yeah.
Wife had a little bit more than me at first. Miss Mac says, when I was married, God was my prenuptial, because every time I went to put my ex-husband name on any of my assets, God said, no, in a Matumbo voice. No.
That's hilarious, bro.
Hey, sis, I got to give you that one for that one. All right, just James say, C started from the bottom. Now you hear this is literal facts for me.
Yeah.
Ms. Dingle said, I ain't married and I'm reading every line in the prenup. I'm going to the lawyer to make sure everything is straight and I sign with it, no problem. Okay. Then D says, I'm too old to be doing a prenup. Your Social Security check or retirement check better be on point. She ain't lying. And then Ms. Dingle said, word. All right, Ms. Mack says, And what up for me? I either need a vacation or a shot because today, one word is try me. I believe you, sis. I feel you. Trust me.
Hey, hold on. Side note.
All right.
Me and Miss Mac in the vein.
Oh, yeah.
Because the same one words that got on her nerves.
Got on your nerve.
Let's just say me and Miss Mac was on one accord today for all the wrong reasons. Not between each other.
Right.
But I feel you, Miss Mac. I feel you. I feel you.
Lil Bro Hagen said, see, I wanted to get married when y'all was talking about Crystal. Now I'm talking about now we talking about prenups. I don't know. Hey, there's a Crystal, there's a Nikki, there's a Tarsia toy for everybody. And I'm not saying they the only ones, but we all feel like we got good wives. There's one for everybody. You may have to wait. It may take a minute. You know what I'm saying? But it's one for everybody. You know, on Marriage Talk, man, I say this. I found a wife when I wasn't looking for a wife. I'm going to say it like that. I was looking for a wife for a long, long time. Before that, as a young man, I always knew as a high schooler, I wanted to get married early. I just knew that because I saw an example of a good marriage, and it impressed me as a kid. And I was like, okay, I don't want to be all in my 20s not married. I want to be married. You know what I mean? So for me, I knew I wanted somebody early, but when I thought it was hopeless, you know, my best friend, who was Crystal, God revealed to me, no, that ain't your best friend, that's your wife. And when it revealed to me, revealed to her, and it was easy. But, you know, I know it ain't everybody's testimony, but it worked out for me. So go ahead, bro.
I always salute like you and Crystal's marriage. I always salute, you know, Ruben and Noel when I see Gully and his wife.
Salute.
The young marriages that they friends, and I see it and it's genuine. It just, unfortunately, it wasn't my testimony because, you know, I'm in round 2 fight. You know what I'm saying?
It's all good. Hey, you in the right one now, though, bro.
But when I look at that, this is what I'll say about marriages. Being unequally yoked, you dig what I'm saying? Like, when you come in and one of y'all are on fire and the other one don't, they like did the Sunday church, but you was on fire, it causes problems. If one of them still trying to, you know, sage it out, and you know what I'm saying, the other one like, whoa, no, we want the Holy Spirit, it's going to be a problem.
Yes,
if
sir.
he a deep woke brother and you like, oh, he's so fine and he in tune to my energy, it's going to be problems. You need to make sure that look, for everybody who's single, this is what I tell you. Find somebody who on your level and is trying to look at your goal. Make y'all little 5-year plans and find out. Because when you get married and you do it, it causes division, turmoil, and now you asking the Lord and you going through counseling. Nothing wrong with with counseling, but the division and turmoil, you don't want that. Trust me, I'm speaking from experience. So when it comes to this prenup thing, people are just, marriages nowadays are convenience. They're like contracts. You dig what I'm saying?
Yep.
Look, this is what I'm bringing to the table. These are my resources. You got your resources. Let's bring them together.
Yeah.
And then it's like we gonna build an empire. No, that's not. You're not building an empire.
No.
You're building a marriage. You're building a union, a covenant, and that's the difference. And you can get into covenants with people, and it be the wrong covenant, all for the wrong reasons.
Miss Reese said, which was hilarious while you was talking about this, she had this, y'all gonna have a single segment soon. I had to sit up there while you was talking. MKJ said, I'm just here to say Grizz Nation, salute. And then, Miss Dingle says, that's what I'm talking about, Miss Reese, single segment next. Yeah, you know, I say this about singles and choosing a wife and all that, or choosing a spouse, or choosing somebody, man. Your first reason better not be they fine. You ain't gonna be happy.
Yeah,
them being fine is good. It's cool. You don't want nobody with a good heart. You wake up to and you be like, oh Jesus, who I chose. You don't want that. You don't want that. Obviously, you know, you want somebody that you actually attracted to. It is important. It is important. But if you make that the main thing,
real quick? Someone you're attracted to. So if you're attracted to someone that everybody else say is not it. It don't matter what they saying. Someone that
who you attracted to.
So
that's right.
Yeah, there you go.
Who you attracted to, and listen, make sure they're attracted to you too. Because a lot of people get what you just be like, I need to be with somebody, but they don't really like you. That's how people end up in infidelity. They don't really like. They ain't really attracted to you like that. And then somebody they actually really attracted to come through, and you know we seen Baby Boy. then Jody come through and mess up your house,
Mm-hmm.
So that's some of the things to think about, and that spiritual piece is really important, man, because if you really a believer over here like that and you going to get fined and you ain't worried about them being a believer, man, that non-believer will take you through hell, literally. And you be talking about, I'm be praying for them to come to Jesus, and they going to be hating the church that you go to, because they going to be selfish. Somebody don't know Jesus, it's all about them. So they ain't going to want you to go no church. They going to be jealous of the church. You spend all your time at that church. You know what I'm saying? Who you messing with at the church? You have somebody, you been had a great time at church. You know what I'm saying? The God and save people, heal people and all that. You come back feeling good and you walk in the door. Who you effing with at the church? If they ain't saved, they talking like that. You feel me? So make a wise decision, man. If you a believer, don't put fine above believer. You will get in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Get a believer, that's fine. They exist. That's fine to you. That's what I mean. Like Rob said earlier, it ain't gotta be where everybody think, man, you got Beyonce. No, it ain't got nothing to do with that. Your Beyonce, who's fine to you, that makes your I'm trying to think of a nice way to say it. That turns you on. Let's put it that way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It gets your juices flowing. get your juices and berries going. You got somebody like that, then that, man. But if you're a believer, man, don't mess with nobody. They gonna you're not gonna save them. They gonna pull you out. That's what's gonna happen. You'll be out in the world.
And that's what happened. Yeah. And that's what happened. This is what I'll say to anybody in a relationship, whether you married already or you single. Hey, do me a favor, man. Go through your healing process. If you're single and you still waiting to get your husband or wife, let go of that baggage. Because when you bring the other man, women, men's, you dig what I'm saying? All that past baggage into this and everything that he or she does. That's right. Well, I remember when such and such, we got to let it go. So what you need to be praying for, and then we can move on. You got to start praying for closure, forgiveness, healing, peace. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so many things that, and I'm speaking from experience, there's so many things that we bring in and we don't trauma that we bring into the new relationship. And the moment it looks like anything, now we snapping and we spazzing and we going off on this person. And it ain't got nothing to do with them. Nothing. It has everything to do with your past baggage that's still on your back that you didn't give the guy. Because you know what you said? I ain't going to play the fool again. Never again.
Come on, bro.
So this is where prenups come from. You know what I mean? Like prenups come from, protecting in my opinion, insecurities, because you with somebody who fine, you with somebody who the one and everybody want them, and this one word, male or female. They already know. The moment something switch up, they gonna switch up. But it's a good look for me in my career. You dig what I'm saying? Let's get this prenup popping, man. Get up out of here with that.
Man, get up out of here with that. Like Rob said, man, we'll end it with this, man. We didn't know it was about to get into singles talk real quick because we is married, but I've been single. I was a Christian single. You know what I mean? I lived the Christian life as a single man, and I'm talking about me. I ain't talking about you, brother. I'm gonna let you you ain't have to. Nobody would have known when you wouldn't start laughing. But anyway, I lived a life as a Christian single man, but I dated around and I talked to a lot of people and all that. And I had some non-negotiables. I just put it that way. I just had some things that was non-negotiable. One, I wouldn't date no unbeliever. I don't care how fine they was. It was a non-negotiable. I knew what my life was set out to be. I knew I was going to be in some type of ministry. I don't know if I was going to be a preacher or what, but I know I was going to be in some type of ministry and wasn't going to line up with if my wife at home ratchet. That ain't going to work. So I had to have somebody new. And beyond that, my other non-negotiable, I had to have, and this just for Chris Mars. I ain't going to say C-Micah. This is just Chris Mars. You had to be able to cook because I like to eat. And it was important. I'm a man from the South, and that was important to me. But I had these things laid out to know. Now, I didn't have, some people I got to have a light skin, the dark beard, blah, 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 6'2", and all that. And God has set for you 5'9" over here that love you dearly. And your butt, you stuck on your stupid list and you lonely. Don't be dumb. That ain't what I'm talking about. That's non-negotiables. I mean, like, the non-negotiables are things of the heart, for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be like, man, I want any girl, but she can't be pigeon-toed. Shut up. Come on, her toes got to be perfect. Is your toes perfect? Anyway, all right, man.
Right.
Before we get up out of here, man. Hey, listen, if you single, man, we
never
praying for
thought-
y'all. We praying for y'all, and it's nothing wrong with being single. And don't let no over super Christian folks try to make you feel guilty because you single. Because the church will do that when you're getting married, man. Tell them mind your business. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about me. God got me. You know what I mean? But anyway, man, let's hold up and get into this music, bro. What?
I'm thinking about the boomerang. I never thought a woman that fine can have hammer time to the toe.
Hey, man. Hey. You know what, man? We're going to hold up and wait.
Hold up. Hey.
All right, let me pause this right quick. This is a song by What Up RG. What Up RG, Reach Artist. He featuring some artists. He didn't name who they featuring, so I don't know who these dudes is. But hey, if you know them, fine. But it's a hype song by What Up RG called Heaven on Earth / Digital. What Up RG? Shout out to Reach Records. Shout out to
that boy. What Up RG be having like 50 people on the beat.
Yes, sir.
What by faith, clear the way like the biblical. Check to chain, dangling, it's a miracle. Whoa. This ain't say la vie. Whoa, he don't play with me. And I put a goofy on skates. If he talk too crazy, better go pray. Pay her bands to make them dance with G.O.D. that made him sing. And that's on gang, it's heaven on earth. I feel like wrong, girl, give me win. Oh, she can't do like me. Oh, she can't do like me. Oh, baby, we co-sign weed. Hooligan boys, we free indeed. Was whipping lemons, but we'll make it lemonade. And if heaven had a cry, heaven on earth was Sarah. I'm with the game and I got the joint jumping. A3M next hit, that's an assumption. No need to flex, the introduction. Give me respect, heaven is coming free.
That ain't minute.
New language, bilingual team. Down in the valley.
I don't know who it is.
Down in the valley.
I almost said them one word stabbing. Whatever it is.
Game going digital. What by faith, clear the way like the biblical.
Real, Miss Reese.
Black man pay my mama rent off the internet. Ain't nothing about me fake. I ain't into that.
Shut up, Rob.
Running weight now. I ain't feeling that. Everything that I done love. Ain't no waiting on me. I ride in a waiting on me. Top
like that Garden dude at the airport.
Waiting on me from the ground up. Into this thing not easy. Remember all the days me.
It sound like Freeway a little bit.
Demons, look at my face, so it got been tension. But it's all strong when I get weakened. Don't tiptoe in, made for the game. You walked on with a number, but I'm swollen. I'm anchored up, beta that A to the O to the E, too easy. We lay demons in the dirt like we dirt. Then ain't a heart start in it. Our bar stay open all night. You can say we 24/7. Big dog plays with the game, going digital. What by faith, clear the way like the biblical. Check to chain, dangling, it's a miracle. Whoa.
Like the beam. Shout out to Just James.
Right. Sacramento.
Hit the beam on this joint.
They got the beam on it.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right. That was called I don't know. I can't remember what it was. Digital. I think that's what it was, man. Whatever it was, that was by What Up RG featuring a bunch of artists that I do not know, but
a bunch of one words.
That was a dope video. It had a lot of energy, and if you what Miss Dingle say, RG about 5'3" and be lit jumping all over the stage. I like him. Yeah, he literally a little dude, a little Mexican dude, man. And I ain't saying that talking about his race. He's a Mexican guy, and he true to his culture. And that was dope to me, man. Like, it was different, it was unique, and it was energy, man. Like, I felt like I was outside working out. I'm gonna find that joint, get it on my playlist because it's gonna hit me when I do my walk. So the visuals, what I thought about it, I think the visuals were dope. It was unique. The artistry, the artistry was dope. It was a feature song with a bunch of artists snapping back and forth. The styles was flipping in and out. I think it was dope, man. So salute to What Up RG on that one, man, for real.
Yeah. I'm piggybacking off of you. This is one of them songs where we've talked about in the past. Not every song has to have a message. Not every song has to be scream Jesus. They just having a good time, man. Like, go back and listen to it. They was still spitting. They was just having a good time. It was a bunch of homies that got together, shot a video. It wasn't vulgar. And you know what I'm saying? And it was still to the glory of God, in my opinion, because they was just having a good time, showing that hey, you ain't got to be deep to do this thing. So
Yeah.
I liked it, man. What up? I'm a fan of What Up RG. Have been since he first came on the scene, and he's consistent, very consistent.
Big salute to What Up RG for the song that's called Heaven Bound, I believe, /digital. Big salute, and hey man, check it out, man. You should go not download that joint. Well, you can download it if you want to, but at least put it on
If
your
you want to,
list.
at least stream
Spotify, stream it, put it on your playlist or something. Let's get to the CHH segment right quick. CHH segment. The question for today: who is the artist who everyone thinks is dope, but you think they're whack? Who is the artist? And it's not just for CHH; it's just music all over. Who is the artist who everyone thinks is dope, but you think they're whack? Mr. Davis.
You ain't right. You ain't right. You ain't right.
Non-St. Louis artists. We ain't gonna attack our own people, man. This is our family up here.
They're just family in the loop. And I'm gonna go mainstream, man. People that people think is just oh so tight, man, and I just don't get it. And and I'm gonna tell y'all, he gone, but he had verses to me. He didn't have an album, but Pop Smoke, I just didn't understand you know what I'm saying? Like he had a song or two, but everybody was just like on Pop Smoke for the longest, man. And I just was like, if you really listen to Pop Smoke, he sound like a more deep voice 50 Cent. Like his cadences was different. But he spit like 50. You dig what I'm saying? And he was signed to 50. But I just didn't get it. And I mean, I can go on and on. I try to stay away from CHH because I don't want to get.
They come for me. They don't get in trouble.
Say people. I don't. Hey, I don't. I'm trying to be peaceful, man. Listen, I don't call nobody whack. I just say they don't minister to me.
All right,
in the CHH realm.
Okay, in the secular industry, I say one person that I'm going to go back in time a little bit. Everybody used to love this artist when I was in high school growing up, and even people here that's around know about this guy. Remember No Limit Records back in the day? Everybody loved No Limit. They was a movement. They had
they was a big movement.
Was Mia? I forgot Mia.
Mia
Mystical.
X. Mystical, Fiend.
Yeah. What
they had Mr. Serve on.
What was Master P brother name?
Silk
the Shocker.
Murder.
Man.
Yeah.
That was the wackest dude in life to me. Silk was so whack to me, and everybody loved Silk, man. I love the way he rap. I said, man, this man does not rhyme. Why everybody like this? He never rhymes. But I could tell Rob liked him. I don't care. I didn't like Silk the Shocker, man. That man was pure D, Oscar the Grouch, trash to me.
I ain't gonna stunt though. His charger to the game, I let him get by with it because he had features. But he had features. Now it's a bunch of artists out here nowadays, man. Like I just don't get it. Like I think we on a single type thing. Like everybody is on single, so they roll with it. I don't understand the what's her name, Ice Spice. Like I don't get it. I don't
understand that.
I don't get the Ice Spice thing. I don't get I'm drawing a blank off some of these folks.
Ms. Reese say he's still whack. No one liked him. Good. And Miss Dingle said, yeah, Silk was corny. Thank you. I'm glad I wasn't the only one. A lot of people.
Yeah. But see, when I listened to No Limit, I was in a different limit. I was in the outer limits.
Miss Mac said, not in CHH because I don't know much about it, but I can't stand John Legend. Really? Wow. She don't like John Legend. Toy says 21 Savage. 21. Okay.
Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? Hold on. Stop that, Toy. I don't get it sometimes. That's another artist who got verses. Yeah. And I'm like, are you serious?
Oh,
this ain't no regular. One. This ain't, and you can quote his lyrics since they play it.
It's a secular artist. I don't know if he's popping now. He's popping recently. French Montana. I think he's the lamest dude in the world. Cornball.
I don't think
DJ Khaled. Another one. Cornball to me. Like corny.
Another one.
Number one. And one. Why do you get to say the N-word? Number two. My one word. You is not.
Because he the best.
No. Miss Dingle says, I don't like Waka Flocka or Future. You don't like no. Okay. I ain't love Waka Flocka, even though he had some energy music. Future was popular. It's the sound though. Pop was that dude. That's what Miss Dingle was talking about. Pop earlier. Let's see. Toy says Silk was definitely the weakest Miss Mac, Keisha, what? She ain't like Keisha Cole?
Okay, so
Keisha
I'm gonna
used
tell
to
you
be
now.
crime.
I
I
get it.
like her crime music. That joint used to be good.
There it goes right there. Now I get it. Miss Mac,
Yeah.
Miss Mac, do me a favor and tell me who you do like, because the two
Yeah.
artists she just named,
Yeah.
John Legend, he whines.
Yes,
You
she
dig
don't
what
like
I'm
the
saying?
whiners. So you ain't like
and Keisha Cole,
who was
he
back in the
whines.
day? Keith Sweat used to whine back at the Tiger. That's a good one.
Yeah, he
Hey,
was
I'm
super
gonna
whack.
tell you
I
one
just
that's
don't
popular.
get it,
Everybody
bro.
like. I don't get it neither. The Baby. I don't like it. I don't get it.
Yeah.
He's very
yeah.
popular. I don't get it. I don't understand it.
Yeah,
Miss Reese said
it's
Drake.
a-
Drake? Wow, sis. Drake? Okay.
I can. So the people that they name, and I get it. Tyga, I definitely get it. But with the
Yeah.
Drake thing, it's like
Jaheim.
it's
Yeah, that man was whack.
it's the same thing. It's the same
Yeah.
thing with Drake. But he sells. I
He
can't.
do.
You can't argue that.
Yeah, D say she don't like Keisha Cole neither. Okay.
One person I know I get canceled from, because everybody feel like he the GOAT. I feel like Jay-Z is overrated. That's just my opinion. I just really do.
Yep.
And if you don't
Yep.
if you don't believe me that Jay-Z is overrated, go back and listen to Watch the Throne and watch how Kanye ate that mug, the entire project.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it. Everybody respects him. He's an OG.
Yeah.
But I think Jay-Z
Miss Mac-
came in.
Miss Mac say
Go
Mint
ahead, what'd he
Condition was
say?
my favorite group. Mint Condition was hard. Super hard.
They were
I
a
ain't gonna lie.
band. They were a band all
They
the
were
way
dope,
across
though.
the line.
They were dope.
Yeah,
I can't
they
even
were
front.
a band all the way across the line.
Yeah.
My Jay-Z thing, like when people try to put like Jay-Z is not on my Mount Rushmore of music, and I like East Coast music.
Wow, Hagens. Rick Ross? For real? Okay.
Yeah, I kind of feel
Hey,
like that. With
I
Ross
give
too.
you one that I know most women like. Most women like this rapper, and I think he is trash too, is Plies. I think Plies a cornball. I do. I don't like Plies. I think he just talk nasty. And if you in that mindset and you talking nasty to a woman, you'll like it. But I just think Plies is, I don't get it. I don't mess with Plies.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jay is not the GOAT. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I agree with that. I really agree. I agree with that. I'm
Let's
sorry.
see. Just James say no. I never got the hype on Justin Bieber. Okay. Justin Bieber was dope though for a minute.
He had
Let's
some
see,
songs. He had songs.
Miss Mac was talking about Mint Condition. They play their own instruments and sing their
Yeah.
concerts. They're awesome.
They
Old
do.
school, but they are. Let's see. Jay had a good handful of hits, but he ain't the GOAT. I think back in the day he was, but not now. Let's see. Jay is overrated. He was nobody till Biggie died. Okay, she ain't lying for real.
And that's what I was gonna say.
Miss Reese say Plies is not good. Yep. Plies is raunchy. Yep. Miss Wanda say I didn't get Chingy. I didn't either. But he had some hits though. But I didn't get them neither. Plies is just a talker. It's just a talker, barely a rapper. Exactly. Miss Mac says to me they are they still are fire. I think that's what she mean. They still have They still have music a lot of people don't know about. Yeah, they're dope. I have nothing negative to say about Mint Condition. Let's see. I ain't like Pretty Ricky back in the day, but my generation.
I'm with you.
I ain't like them neither.
But they made it. I mean, if you look at artists, I mean, this is the thing. We'll hear a song. Let's talk locally. It was an artist that had King Kong in the trunk. Very, very popular song.
What's the dude name from here?
And he from here, and
Jibbs, I think that's what his rap name
something
was.
like that.
Yeah.
But
That jump was
he
hard
ended
too.
up
King Kong in trunk.
it was dope. But I think songs will come. It's CHH songs that come out. Then I'd be like, man, you got to be freaking kidding me.
Oh.
Like, what is this? But they'll play it so much.
Gucci Mane.
You know what I'm saying? That
Mm-hmm.
They'll play it so much that you begin to like it because it's in your one. I'm gonna give you a CHH artist, and
Go
when he
ahead.
came out, I was like, what the heck was going? What? Why is everybody Ty Brazzle? He had to grow on me, bro.
Me too.
Like
I thought he
had
was
to
pure
grow
D
on me.
trash. I love his music
Yeah.
now, but I hated that. I was like, why do people like this? I did not like it
Yeah.
at all.
I didn't
like it at
understand
all.
when Ty
But salute
Brazzle
to the
hit
brother
the
now.
scene. Yeah, I didn't understand that. I was totally confused. You know what I mean? When believe it or not, when Gavi first came on, I was totally confused, and then he grew on me, his sound and everything
Right.
that he was doing.
Right.
But because they were with because they were connected to juggernauts and the outlets such as Rap City and I mean not Rap City, Rapzilla and you got Track Stars, different outlets were pubbing them. It started growing on you because the album, the radio outlets started playing, and a lot of times we think something is hot, and if you really go back and listen to it now, you'd be like, bro, what was I tripping off of? It's no knock on these artists now. I like Ty Brazzle now, but when he first came out, I'm like, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't get it.
As an artist, when it comes to CHH, only person that's good to me, the people that are good to me, I feel like I couldn't be on their song. I put it that way. So if I feel like I could have did a version of your song better, I'm gonna kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like that. And I'm not saying that like I'm the greatest. I'm just saying as an artist, it's hard to take the artist's mind off and to hear somebody in a space that you're in and be like, okay, that was hard. Like when people don't, I hate when people have a fire beat, it don't do it justice. Like, bruh, you spent $1,000 on this beat and you didn't do it justice. Like, I'll give you an example where I felt like somebody actually did the beat justice and the beat was hard. When Lecrae did that Spread the Ops, that was different.
Oh, yeah, he killed that.
He don't rap like that all the time, right? So I was like, okay, Lecrae. Okay, and sometimes, I love Lecrae. Sometimes them joints don't be fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's no hate to him. I'm just saying, you know, anyway.
I'm artist. Go ahead.
Hagen say, I don't know. I forget. What does ION mean? Everybody say that in their text. I forget what it means. But anyway, like maybe I don't know. He sounds like music they play in Illuminati parties talking about Travis Scott. This is facts, and he might be in this. Yeah, he be putting all them messages in his music.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of messages. I'm gonna tell you another CHH artist for those because this is a CHH show. Somebody who had to grow on me. I wasn't a big fan, and 10 albums in, he finally started. Brian Trejo. I like Brian Trejo's ministry more than I did his music. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not calling him whack. It just wasn't for me. And then when I finally saw him perform live and minister live, it made me a fan of his music because I saw his heart behind it. And sometimes that happens in the Christian space. You might not like a person's music when you hear it on the song, but then you go to a concert and see their heart behind it. And it gives you a whole different mindset because you know, oh no, this is genuine. This is different. It's an anointing on this. Yeah. Because anointed music ain't always the best.
No.
But it hit different. You dig what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people don't understand the difference when we're talking about CHH and gospel or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like everything Kirk Franklin put out. Kirk Franklin is a beast. He's a beast. You dig what I'm saying? But I don't particularly like everything. I was a huge Dietrich Haddon fan up until maybe 6 or 7 years ago, and now I can't tell you a Dietrich Haddon album that he's dropped.
Right.
So that's just the way that goes.
And for the CHH artists, because in this space, people love to go search through podcasts and hear their name called, and then it feel like they're being hated on. You're not being hated on. Everybody ain't gotta love you.
Yeah.
Jesus love you. It ain't no hate, man. It ain't no hate, man. We just being honest. I hate that.
I hate that part. I hate when people think because you don't like something. I remember, and let me tell y'all something. Bizzle has gotten me through a lot. I mean, he has gotten me through a lot on his songs. Bizzle has gotten me through a lot. Over. And I remember me and C had the privilege of going on a particular show.
Yep.
I'm not going to pump the show. And they were playing Bizzle songs. And I made the comment, sometimes Bizzle flow is the same on every song. He goes into a pattern. I'm like, it all sounds the same at times. And bro, when I tell you, I thought Not the Same was gonna get canceled.
We almost got put off the show right there.
We almost got put off the show live.
We don't want them problems.
I'm like, I say, whoa, I'm not dissing Bizzle. Bizzle is a beast. I'm a fan. We play his music, but he had gotten to a pocket where things were starting to sound the same. Lecrae did the same. When you got that much body of music, at one point in time in your career, everything is going to sound the same. Bizzle is, let me tell you something, Bizzle is a beast, man. I'm a huge Bizzle fan. Get him on the show, I would be honored to have that man on this show. But I made that comment, and only 2-3 people stood up for me.
Yeah.
Our homeboy, B+. One of the hosts on the show.
Yeah.
And this man right across from me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like you don't want to say that. It's not a hatred type thing.
Yeah.
It's an opinion, and it's nothing wrong with that. I
But God
understand
bless
that
you.
everybody don't like C
Yeah.
or my music. I get that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. I ain't bothered. He ain't either.
I might be on your whack list. Guess what?
Might
I got
be.
a royalty check today.
All right. Hey. Hey, and if you think it's so whack, put us on the song. See what happened, though. See how whack it be, you get put on that song. But anyway, man, hey, we're going to move on for this. We got one more song before we get up out of here, man.
Yeah.
That was a great segment, man. We might do something like that again. To all the artists we talked about earlier that we didn't like, hey, it's all right not to be liked. You still made millions.
Yeah.
All these artists we was talking about made millions of dollars. Non-CHH
They
artists.
sold more than me.
They made millions. Sold way more than me. So, hey, it don't hurt you none. I ain't like you, man. All right, let's go. It wasn't nothing personal. I just ain't like your rap style, especially Silk the Shocker. Lord Jesus, it wasn't a shock.
This dude.
All right. We're going to hold up and wait, man. I got this song, man, I really, really love. Rob loved this song. We're going to play here by our brother Aaron Cole featuring Mr. J. Moss. It's a beautiful song. Check this out.
Hold up. Hey.
It's a beautiful song called Leave Me by Aaron Cole. We'll take y'all to church before we get up out of here, featuring Mr. J. Moss. Gospel legend, Mr. J. Moss there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he a beast, bro.
Yeah.
He a beast.
Oh, you need me.
As well as Mr. Aaron Cole. Young boy beast. Good brother in real life, too.
Good brother in real life, for sure.
But when I'm down, are you gonna leave me? Gonna leave me? Free me? When I told a dream, you ain't believe me. It just got me wondering like Stevie. When I'm down, are you gonna leave me? Gonna leave me? Everybody tend to say, remember me when you may, yeah. I can't even lie, I'm waiting for you to slide when you get what you chasing. Are you riding? No more hiding. Look inside and tell me, are you trying? You've been silent, and I've been feeling like I'm alone on this island. Oh, you need me. Only talk to me.
I love that backdrop, bro.
Bruh.
Here right now, cause it's easy.
Yes, he is.
When I'm down, are you gonna leave me? Oh, leave me. Free me. When I told a dream, you ain't believe me. It just got me wondering like Stevie.
That boy Harmony, boy.
Woo. How you gonna leave me? Leave me. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Oh, don't have me looking. Don't leave me. What I do is say. Don't leave me. Don't leave me looking lonely. I was trying to see you here when it all fades. And I'm just fearing you gon' run away. Cause all my pain you gotta pay. I gotta choose between my fear and my faith. Oh.
Bro, that jacket's so hard.
That's
hard.
Yeah, I know it ain't fair, but I'm fighting. Barely 23, but I've been 45 in. Talk to me when you need me. Here right now, cause it's easy. When I'm down, I ain't gonna leave me. I can't even lie, I wanna cry. And I don't even really cry. But my pride, I was just holding on blindly. Do it by myself, that's what it cost me everything. Family, but I feel I've been enough. And I really belong. So I know I need the, oh, I need the, I know you're gonna leave me. You're gonna leave me.
That was Leave Me by Our brother Aaron Cole, he has been on the Not the Same podcast. Big salute to that young man. Featuring Mr. J.
man.
Moss, gospel legend Mr. J. Moss. My thoughts
man.
on that, beautiful, perfect, outstanding, crispy, beautiful. I mean, it's just, hey, you know, it's a song. I remember when I heard that song listening, backstory, when we got Mr. Aaron Cole on, you know, we went, you know, he wanted somebody, this is backstory, he don't even know this. He wanted somebody to interview him that actually listened to his album first. So me and Rob went, we like, all right, man, let's go listen to the whole album. Then reach out to him. He's like, man, I get on anybody's show if you listen to the whole album. So we went and listened to the whole album. And I was like, man, that lead me joint is, woo, Lord. You know what I mean? And it's a beautiful song, man. And video dope. It's, man, just beautiful, dog, for real. Go ahead.
Hey, Aaron even said when he came back, he was second guessing his verses and his voice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So that was the backstory for that lead. Yeah. When he got Jay's verse back, but I'm gonna tell you the symbolism that I love about that video. If you notice the pillars, like every scene had pillars in the back. You know what I mean? And pillars are significant when it comes to our walk. You know what I'm saying? And God being that pillar of hope for us. So that's what I was looking at. I may have went a little deeper into it, but that's what caught my attention with the pillars in the back to give you hope. And then knowing the backstory behind it, when Aaron got that verse from J Moss, and I'm already a J Moss fan, so excellent video, man. Very, very encouraging. Put that joint on your morning inspiration on the way to the gig or wherever you're headed, and
do that.
Yeah, that'll definitely get you. That'll get you.
Yes, sir. All right, man. That joint. So much.
Oh man,
you
can tell we ain't been here in a minute.
Church folks say, but that thing got some oil on it. All right, man.
It's oily. Yo, have you ever thought, I enjoy what these guys are doing with this podcast? How can I be a blessing to them? How can I help support them? Listen, we said it a little earlier. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, notification button, something like that. Let's tell your folks about them. You know what I'm saying? Tell your folks, them, cousin them, mama them, daddy them. Let them know about the Not the Same podcast. Everything that we trying to do here. You know what I'm saying? We got the Bible study the first and third Tuesday. We have sports every Wednesday. We have the Faith and Music show like tonight every Thursday. Matter of fact, this Tuesday coming up, we got a Bible study to continue something that we started. It will be 3 weeks ago come next week. But make sure y'all tune in, man. Real talk. You can also go to .com/support. Get all the latest episodes. And if you want to you want to be a blessing, donations. Hit that cash app sign. Yes. And cash sign, Not the Same podcast. Drop a little something if you feel free. And we always appreciate your prayers and support. Thank y'all for that.
We're so grateful that after us being on a hiatus for a couple of weeks that y'all come back. We appreciate y'all. Y'all do not know how important that is to us and how much that means to us. You know, a lot of times folks will be like, you be gone 2 weeks. It's like a brand new show when you come back because nobody know you no more. They done with you. They ain't really like you like that. So, man, we appreciate y'all, man. Y'all are appreciated. And like D wanted to say,
know.
The NBA draft is tonight, and we'll see what's going to happen when Minyana finna go first, and we're going to see what happens after that. But, yeah, man, we appreciate y'all. We out. We'll see y'all next week back with the Bible study and the music and faith show and the sports show.
Yes, sir.
We love y'all. We out. I'm C-Micah.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Robert Dean.
All right, then.
About our Father's business.
Crime mode.
Filled with His Holy Spirit.
That's a cheat code.
Holiness the standard.
We never fold.
We about to make a scene.
Episode.
About our Father's business.